Hey guys, welcome to another video. Um, Today we have a pretty special EP. I haven't done like a huge amount of melodic based content recently. I've just kind of been shifting. I honestly, I'm kind of starting to shift towards a little bit of a progressive house bias, tiny bit of like progressive house, progressive trance stuff kind of bias, trance a little bit even. But yeah, you're definitely gonna still see a lot of variety on this channel, especially in the coming month. Watch out. But yeah, we have another just longtime melodic bass producer who has put out a new project, a new EP, and that is Mitis. Mitis has been in the scene in that general sound since about 2012, 2011. Like, yeah, going on 2 decades now. Going on 2 decades now. So I would argue he is one of the most important pioneers of the scene, uh, alongside Seven Lions. He never really quite got as big as Seven Lions because I don't know. His music at times has become big. Like I don't know, his 2018 album was very successful. Like you had like singles like "Moments," for example, which is huge. Like I feel like I feel like "Moments" is generally played by like a lot of like melodic bass DJs nowadays. Like you have the Sabai, the Hwang, like playing out "Moments." But yeah, it's been almost a decade since that song came out. Like it's crazy to say like that was 2018, and now we're in 2026. Like, but yeah, Midas is still going strong all these years later, and we have a new EP from him, which has a very sad backstory. It's called Through the Dark, and it's seems to be about, just from what I've read, the passing of his late father. Um, yeah, pretty sad. But yeah, I'm going into this EP blind. I've never heard any of this stuff. Like I just kind of held off and listened to singles. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to singles, and then it just didn't happen. It just didn't end up happening. Like I literally forgot about them on stream, both of them on stream, and I was like, you know what? I'll just listen to the entire project all at once and like kind of get an idea what it's about. Yeah, we have we have Through the Dark by Midas, and the first track on this project is called A Good Day. Let's do it. Kind of that classic Midas piano. Something in this sounds a little bit older here. I really like that. Like maybe like kind of open window vibes almost. I can't put my finger on what sounds like 2014 here, but there's something in this that sounds 2014. I always just love Midas's melodies. Like I think he's the kind of just like, I don't know, artist that shows like you don't need to be like the most technically gifted guy to do whatever. This is the first actual track. I would say that's more the intro. This is Awake with Dia Frampton. Midas' second collab with Dia Frampton. He did one on his last album in 2024 called Falling Into Mystery. I think I'll add A Good Day though. I know. Oh, what a beautiful life. Don't let a moment go by. Stay awake tonight. very lead focused drop, but I really enjoy it. The little vocal chops in the background are a cool detail. Awake, stay awake. Ooh, fake out? Okay. This drop reminds me of something from like Lost, I think. Okay. I will give this a couple. I will give this a couple criticisms, especially in that second drop. It's way too short. Like, just me personally, I don't love short drops. Like the melody in that in those drops is great though. It's amazing. Like, really really nice. Definitely nothing too complex. Like generally that standard melodic bass formula. I feel like you either like it or you don't. I just happen to like it. I'm gonna give that an 8.5. Like, I I I I, I think Dia did a great job too. Definitely not her best work either, but yeah, pretty very solid. I really enjoy it. Okay, we have Wilderness with a vocalist that I kind of didn't expect to see Mitis collabing with. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense, which is Casey. Yeah, Casey is a vocalist, very kind of a lot of range. I don't know, everyone from she's collabed with everyone from like Blank to Crank Dat. I think also Last Heroes. Yeah, like definitely a vocalist that's not specific to melodic bass, ranges kind of beyond the sound, but definitely comes back to the sound a lot for sure. Yeah, let's get Wilderness. A lot of people have been saying like this is like a kind of almost sequel to his song Born, which I love. His song Born was released like 13 years ago now. It's like a classic. Probably like the most like emblematic song of like his like discography, at least for his older fans. Like maybe Moments is like the more, I don't know, recent emblematic one. But like I think a lot of people know. But like the yeah, Born I've seen like reference in like YouTube videos, for example. Like it's pretty well known as well. But yeah, let's go Wilderness. Let's see what's going on with this.
Evergreen, where did you go? I need to breathe again, breathe again. Whoa, evergreen, I need to know if you're coming back, coming back. Whoa, miles and nothing. I'm on my own, finding my way back home. I've been waiting all this time to make it back to paradise. Feel the sun from every side, take it in. I've been searching far and wide, following the northern lights, losing where the valley ends, and I begin in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's that like Born style.
I know it'll save my soul. I've been waiting all this time to make it back to paradise. Feel the sun from every side and take it in. I've been searching far and wide, following the northern lights, losing where the valley ends and I begin in the wilderness. Coming back, coming back. In the wilderness.
That's so fire, dude. It's a beautiful. The drops are powerful. Like the melody is like very reminiscent of Borg. Like I would say, like my favorite era of Mitis is like that older era, like 2013 to 2016. I kind of discovered it like long after it was over, but like still, like I feel like most of my favorite music that he's done was during that era. Like I just think that he was a little more diverse in his genres back then. Like he did stuff like electro and trance and drum and bass. Like he still does a lot of different stuff today. I don't know, just something hit back then, and I think this is like the best. This is like the best recapturing of that kind of energy, dude. 9.5. The drops are so good. The drops are so good. Like, Pete, there are some people who like want like I don't know 145, 170 neuro basses. Like no, like that's not what Midas is about. I'm sorry. Like it, 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 if you dislike this song because it doesn't have like the craziest sound design possible, like no, I feel like there's production that like fits musicality, and like Midas has always done production that fits musicality. Like like if you don't like this because it doesn't have that, like I don't know, go listen to Flume. Like I like Flume, but like Flume is not Midas. All right, yeah, dude, great song, just amazing. Let's go. All right, we got the rest of the EP. We got the non-singles. We have the first one is Through the Dark with Sarah Benio on Larynx. I have no idea who Larynx is. I've never even heard of Larynx. Okay, they have another collaboration with Sarah Benio. I'm guessing maybe it's possibly an alias of Sarah Benio. I guess it's an alias of Sarah Benio, man. I don't know. Let's find out.
City lights, they disappear without you. Where'd you go to hide? I'm searching for you like a star, can't seem to find. I feel you here with me, 100,000 miles away. You still my own, even when I'm on my own, even when the nights get cold and the distance takes its
Ooh, yo. Okay, this ARP though. I wasn't expecting a drop so soon. I thought this was gonna use drum and bass. I'm shocked at like how well Sarah fits like these Midas verses. Because like initially, I would have not initially thought of her as like a Midas sounding vocalist, but yeah. Are we? Are you gonna give me drum and bass, or are you gonna? This feels like drum and bass, dude. Ooh, okay. It's not as full though. It's still good. Yeah, that's really fire. Yeah, dude, that's great. Yeah. Okay. I will say drop one is amazing. I love drop one. Like I wish drop two had the saws that drop one has. Cause like drop one is beautiful. Love drop one. Like I don't know why I only expected one drop. But like just judging from the track length, I was like, oh, it's under 3 minutes. There's probably only gonna be one drop, and no, there's actually two drops. I think yeah, I think yeah, either give drop. I would say this is almost a nine. Like I think drop one is nine material easily. Drop two, not really. Like drop two brings it down a little. I would say 8.75. It's good. Like I like it. I like it a lot. It's definitely. I would say it was more surprising to me than Awake. Yeah. Yeah. I was also again I mentioned Sarah Benio. I was kind of surprised by like how she worked on that song. Um, yeah, drop one is amazing. Drop one might just be the best drop on the EP. It's just like I feel like the overall track would be better either just with that drop or with a drop two that's a little bit fuller, like just has a more powerful super saw that drop one has. Or even maybe I think maybe you could get me to give a higher score by switching drops because like I feel like if the second drop is better, I'm more likely to give it a higher score. That's just how I work. Like I feel like no matter how bad drop, like sometimes there's some songs that are amazing, even though they have an ass drop one, and like good verses throughout. Like I feel like you have to have good verses throughout, or like I'm just not adding the song. Like I think War by Millennium is a good example. Like just a great production is just very overproduced, and because it's overproduced, like I think the drops are awesome, but like the verses really suffer from that overproduction, and it just makes the song just not very good. But yeah, Through the Dark definitely doesn't suffer from that. It's nicely produced, doesn't feel overproduced. Like there's nothing that takes away from the musicality of it. It's just like the structure of it is a little bit. It's not quite as climactic as like I wish. I think it could be. All right, we got Take Me Back with Hymnals, who's actually Trella's EDM project. Let's do it, man.
Nothing to lose when you're 16, don't know how life lets you down. Nothing to fear when you're skin deep and your feet haven't left the ground. I was yours, you were mine, had all we wanted. We were just getting by, but we both had everything. It was never we were broke, we're rich in the moment. Can we get back to where we started from? Take me back.
Trella clearly loves EDM. I feel like Annika Wells possibly, or maybe she did this before Annika Wells, but kind of a trend is starting where like EDM vocalists are starting their own projects specifically for EDM. Ooh, okay. Get a little bit of progressive. Maybe not progressive, but like house. I think his track May is more of that progressive sound. I really, really, really enjoy May. One of the most underrated Mitis. Ooh, okay. Definitely feels like something that would be on one of his older EPs. Like, I'll be honest, I wasn't huge on the 2024 album, and I think because the 2024 album tried to be an older sound that Midas just never was. Like, you have like bro step drops and I know I think Midas has done maybe one or two bro step tracks before, like way back in the day, like 2011 or 2012 or something. But I think like 2013 to present Midas just has not really done that, and like I never really got like I wasn't around quite early enough to get attached to that bro step sound, so like it's just kind of I thought a lot of the ideas on the album were kind of lost on me. I'm I'm very happy for the people who did like it. So far, this is better. This is better than I expected. Maybe like the people that I was listening to are like overly negative because like a lot of people just did not like this. At least like from talking with them. Ooh, okay. I like I really like those background leads. Those background leads are really cool. Nice outro. Nice fade out on that outro. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Like, nothing super duper special about it. Like, I don't think it. I think it's probably like my least favorite on the EP. It's still an ad though. I'd probably give it like an 8. It works, man. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we have both of us. I've heard that this one is a liquid D&B. I kind of sort of got spoiled. I got spoiled on pretty much everything except for like I got spoiled on like I think all of the I don't know. I don't think I ever knew what Through the Dark was gonna be about. But I generally I think I had heard something about Take Me Back being house, but I'd forgotten the name of the track. I'd forgotten which track it was. So if Take Me Back is house, then both of us must be the D&B one that I think a lot of people are talking about. Let's do it. I really like the melody and the chords on this. I just wish the percussion. I wish the percussion kit was a little more robust. Like I feel like a lot of Liquid D&B just like Liquid D&B can be done super well. It's just like the percussion. I don't know. I guess I'm just very picky about percussion in Liquid D&B, but I'll wait to see how the track progresses because of course like I'm only speaking having heard the first half of the track. Okay. It's like a worlds like it's like a Porter Worlds kind of melody. Okay. 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 This kind of percussion I like though. For liquid especially. Very like tender piano. It feels very somber. Like I can definitely see kind of like a little bit of like what he's trying to convey here. Yeah, dude, it's a great EP. Um, yeah, probably my like I don't know if this is one of my absolute favorite Midas project. Like I think I still think my favorite Midas project is probably Foundations EP. I glaze the hell out of that EP whenever I talk about Midas with like people. But yeah, probably my favorite Midas project since like a Memories. I remember really enjoying Memories. Yeah. Dude, rest in peace to Midas's father. Yeah, I know that this EP was written for him. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I think this is a really good project. Like it, if you're willing to dip your toes into like some more, I don't know, yeah, just like the melodic bass kind of stuff. Like if you're still into the melodic bass kind of stuff in 2026, give this a chance. You know, or send this to some of your friends who like are still into melodic bass in 2026. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. I think my favorite was definitely Wilderness. Wilderness is amazing. I'm gonna be coming back to that a lot. I think the best drop in the EP is probably Through the Dark though. I really like Through the Dark. I had no idea that Sarah Benio started another vocalist project. I'm gonna keep tabs on that for sure. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. X42 React signing out. Bye guys.